And now
I'm
we
ready.
are
And then says, "We're not actually
ready.
live, though."
we
I'm
are
ready.
live.
I'm ready.
Hello.
We are live.
Good evening.
Hello,
It's
everyone.
Good
alive.
evening.
A little later than normal, but there was a little bit of technical stuff that had to be taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the happiest moment of your week, our stream.
Oh, yeah.
More like
Awfully
hello
presumptuous.
future me.
More like
watching
of
it
their
back.
life.
Oh,
So I need to change my
of course
dark power score. Okay, that's fine.
you can do so.
Did you
Very well.
change the name of the thing?
I
No.
think we're gonna
Nope.
kick off this week with announcements. Though I don't really have any other than that. Hey, my semester's almost over. Summer's coming up. Maybe some nice stuff in the future. What?
Wow, what? Future?
What a surprise for everyone, including myself.
We have a future?
There's a future ahead of us?
The next 4 or 5 weeks will tell if I have a future, guys. Until that time, I don't think we have any other announcements unless someone really wants to get something off their chest. Now's the time.
Guys,
You have to confess any crime that you committed in the last week.
Of
This
course.
is the right time.
It's not the court of law.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
You
We can't
say?
blame you for anything.
I'm saying that anything you can say you can and will be used against you.
Very well.
You're saying that whatever is said in the Etharis Twitch Live will stay in the Etharis Twitch Live.
Yes.
Yes.
Except it's streamed,
Yes.
but it's yeah.
Except it's free to the public, and we might report you to the authorities, but don't mind that.
Guys, please don't say anything illegal on stream. Thank you.
Exactly.
Alright.
But yeah, no, I don't think there's any announcements. I look at Mark who tried to say something.
No. I did not. Is it
Okay.
my mic that's...
Oh no, you said guys and then.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. I just want to say, guys, I love you.
Oh, okay. Well,
That's my announcement.
That's-
There you go.
that's
Love you all.
Omega
very
cringe.
kind
Oh,
of
weird,
you.
Mark.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. Okay. I guess I don't fucking love any of you.
What
Yeah,
do you mean?
Good.
Except Gabe.
That
I
was
do
a very
love Gabe.
strong
Thank
one.
Thank you, Mark.
That...
Thank you, man.
So they're saying illegal things on stream. I'm pretty sure this violates the Twitch TOC.
Of course.
TOS.
100%. Well, yes,
Damn.
it's recap time. That is right.
Yeah, I would like you to give a recap, Kimo.
Very well. We started off last session where we surprisingly enough had left off the session before, because that's usually what happens. Time is rather linear. Anyway, we were still at Izueleth, the very nice dragon that had a very big horde, and I think we immediately started with Vittorio asking a question, namely, well, since you have such a big horde, perhaps you have some items that are they have bad auras around them or are cursed, and specify that I don't want them for the cursed. Well, I want them because they're cursed, but I don't want to use them. I would like them as a bartering chip because there's someone who actually only collects cursed items. They have some information I would like. And Israelis produced, technically, I guess one of his servants produced on a silver platter a potion in an elaborate crystal vial, a golden staff, a set of dragon chests, and a flat river rock that had a mark on it that was runic in nature. And I think that Lawrence or Tokaz figured out
Lawrence.
that it was a mark of a rune master. But yes, all of these items were, cursed. So no one should use them either way. Vittorio ended up trading 3 moonstones of, the 3 moons of the 3 moons that exist in Etharis: Pram, Nyctimus, and Solimar. And yeah, the dragon was like, okay, sure, that's a fair trade. After he appraised them, which out of character, I think they were worth like what
150 gold pieces. I
Yeah.
remember all of it.
Yeah, 150 GP, and Vittorio had been told previously by some money grubbing greedy jeweler that I can only give you like 35 gold, because I still need to make a little bit of a profit, and this is a nice kind price for you. Goddamn Novostoyan. Anyway, yeah.
Would have scamassed you.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Vittoria traded that for the cursed item, and also offered up to just try and make a drawing or sketch of Izuleth in all his glory with his horde. And yeah, he was like, you know what? You can do that because I've been a very nice host, and that can be the thanks you give. I'm like, sure, that's fine by me. And, that was all fine and dandy. Lawrence asked about, an item that can bring a body back to life if the soul is still in this plane, namely inside of him. And Izuleth had a look around, or, I think, rather, I suppose. And no, didn't really have anything like that, but he was going to send out some kobolds to look for information about an item like this. If Lawrence could do a task for him. There were some rare humanoids, a couple of layers up, rather. And they're in a pointless war, and Izuleth wants someone to engineer peace between them. And Zarius, he asked about some dragon scales because, well, he thinks that he could use those for another attempt at the ritual of managing to sever his dark patron's grasp upon him. And they offered to play some music, though Izuleth wasn't quite too keen on that deal, if memory serves me right. Toketh, on the other hand, asks about ways to rid someone of corruption. In this case, chaos corruption, for the Warhammer aficionados, because a friend has fallen to it. They had a rather lively conversation about this and how one doesn't just cure someone of this corruption because they need to want to get rid of it and want to be better.
But anyway, if you pay me, I'll look into it.
Yeah, if you pay me, I'll look into it.
Literally said that. Literally said,
And
man, you want? I can pay you everything I have, dude.
yes, and Tokaz, he offered up the cipher of a resurrection as a payment if we could get this information. And
poor, but a cipher's a cipher.
I
ain't poor, but a cipher's a cipher.
Yeah, cipher's
give me
a cipher.
that money.
Exactly. Yeah. The Izuleth kind of took this as, okay, well, I can now acquire the item that was necessary to facilitate trade with the other person. And then
real businessman.
Literally
Yeah,
dragon
man.
stem.
First, bring me my anti-corruption pill, and then we talk about it.
And he talked a bit about the gnomes of Violet Spire, Violet Falls, rather. That they came to him with reckless ideas and not properly refining blackstone, etc., etc. Yeah, that wasn't too good, and they slowly declined. They became smaller until they could barely be considered humanoids, and then they just stopped coming at all. And Tokas primarily told him a bit about the Skaven, and he's like, yeah, no, that sounds
That
about.
checks out.
It's like, that checks out. And then then we we kind of went on with that. Tokazi also offered up some blackstone for in case Darius could get a scale, but no, Izulith has as much blackstone as he requires.
Which is not
No, he
enough.
said, "Don't
Oh.
touch me with that fucking
Yeah,
I'm not
I
going
was
to
about
be
to say-
as
Oh,
I have
okay.
all the stuff I need."
Yeah, that's. I was going to say, which is none, because
Oh,
he doesn't
yeah.
want this shit.
Fair enough. But Darius did, however, trade a song for a song. He traded
It's
the
real interesting because he has a bunch of automatons. So how the fuck is he like powering them?
yeah.
Guys, you ever thought about that?
I mean,
Thought about that?
I'm sure Tokas has thought about it.
I have not.
But yeah,
He's a scale.
Darius traded a song for a song. He traded the song he had written for and about the Shepherd of Souls, the Great Prince. He traded the original copy of that for My Shortest Love, which was a song about love between an elf and a halfling, hence shortest. And then he also told, well, Darius asked, it's like, oh, if I write a song about you, what kind of name would you like? And Izulith went, warm heart. And that was literally the first thing that popped into his head. So that's good. After all this was said and done, Vittoria made the sketch during the watch. It was, I believe, 20, which was, that is very good. And we rested. The kobold that we saved came over here with some cooked pheasant, thanked us, and basically said, in a posh accent, that like, oh, I'm awfully sorry about what you had to witness before. It was very, it's not very couth of me to have to lie on the floor and go, no, please have a level 1 kobold. I'm so weak. Please don't hit me.
Actually, a level 13 kobold.
Yeah.
We forget about this ordeal.
Exactly. But no.
Enter that meme where the kobold is like hench as fuck.
Yeah. But no, they thanked us, gave us some nice cooked pheasant. We enjoyed it. We had our rest. And we set out to leave. Right before leaving, Lawrence renegotiated a little bit about the deal, and that once we are back here, they would have a longer conversation about it. We set on out. Found some tracks, but there were no signs of, the priest tracks. We found some scraps, some shards of bone, flint from arrow tips. The kobold said that, oh, these are wind coolers, and after some checks, I think Vittorio, maybe, I don't remember. Anyway, there were some checks, and we were like, yes, that's a subspecies of just lizard folk.
That was my DC 30 pathetic history, and was like, yes, I thought they were tribes, but they actually were.
Yeah. And these particular these particular ones, at least in the mountain, they are very paranoid and xenophobic. And finally, we reached the Forest of Iron. The kobolds that were guiding us / following us bid us farewell and went on back. Once we were there, we saw technically we didn't see the world pillar, I guess, because there was no light there, but yeah, anyway.
You can see the world pillar, like awkward and awkward and awkward.
Yeah. We decided to go through a little twisted maze, sort of maze-like thing, to the right, because to the left was a tree that had what looked like bodies hanging off of it, so that didn't look too nice, and also there were apparently some tracks leading to the right. Not tracks, yeah, technically tracks. We saw like a puddle that was left behind from a shattered
Void juice.
Yeah, void juice.
From Omega Mart.
Exactly. And we went on there. We found a glowy thing with
pillar.
Yes, a glowy pillar. Is this later on in my notes? Pool of void juice. Yes, with a draconic dialect on a glowy pillar. And something about Sakara, a queen of the monsters, that was depicted as a humanoid devouring another small humanoid.
Never know what's in store for you.
Of course, Omega Mark.
That's like the
Yeah. Anyway,
that's like the thing where it's like, you know, the Siamese twins.
Mhm.
Oh no, not the Siamese twins. The thing where it's like, oh yes, there's two twins, and you're having twins, and it's like, oh great. It's like, actually, you're having one child. Wait, what happened to the other one? Well, the first one reabsorbed it.
Exactly. Consumed. And yeah, we proceeded onwards. Up to the left, there was apparently a ritual going on. There was six lizard folks kneeling. There was 5 monoliths and some, arcane sigils, and a lizard folk in the middle of this. And there was a ritual of purpose. They seem to have been, perfecting this chanting, and the spellcasting involved. This was a ritual of deep veneration. And we kind of decided to not deal with that at all because, yes, we still need to find the priest. And, yes, they said, "Speak upon us, great one," and kind of clutched their head, and the blood poured out of the corner of their eyes. So, that's lovely.
Yeah, lizard folk 100% cast like contact other plane or something.
Yeah.
And they just fucking got mind broken.
Yep, that's great. And then we went on up, saw a big skull of gigantic proportions that had a little glyph or sigil etched into it on the top of it. It was old magic, and it was once infused. It once infused this gigantic skull or being with great magic, but not so great anymore. And then we saw the world tree, and we saw the man we are here for, and that is where we ended off. I don't remember if he actually had spotted us or not, but that is where we are, because we had been stealthing for most of this time. So yeah,
sort of.
But then again, presumably, he can, see in another way, even though he's blind. So hey,
See that? Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's fair enough. He's blind. Wheeze.
But yeah, that is where we are, and that was a relatively long recap, which I apologize for, because yeah, let's go. Take it away, Amber.
I'm actually looking in your notes at the moment, Chemo, for something that I wasn't sure if I heard. Let me double check. There's so many pages. So many pages.
Amber, it was something you heard? Damn.
No.
What are you looking for?
It's a surprise tool that will help us later.
No, never.
Well, she stopped looking in my notes, so I guess she found or didn't find what she was looking for.
I suppose this is where we pick up session. Sitting atop a 30-foot high pillar of broken rock surrounding the base of the Shadow Steel Spire sits Ardis Fane. His sightless eyes stare at the pillar as he seemingly considers his next move. Flitting around him, ever so faintly, like tiny wisps, are these little motes of light. Feathers that dance around as though Ardis engaged in some sort of rabbit pillow fight moments ago. But they never touch the ground. They simply continue wafting up and down, dancing through the air around him.
Can I make a religion arcana or like arcana check or It's kind of like check to determine like is this like a spell effect or something?
Sure.
Right. If he makes a
Or an
religion, I'd
Arkhona.
like to. Oh, okay.
Um,
May I roll as well?
If you'd like, White can roll with advantage.
May I also roll?
You may also roll. I don't believe you can.
Am I
Let
rolling?
me double check.
Am I rolling at advantage or at normal? Because I
You're
get a
only-
plus d6 because of Xeom's.
Oh,
You only get
Um,
advantage if you are white. Okay. Yeah. None of the other ones.
okay. Let's go.
Let's go!
Man, I really miss my Arcana proficiency.
Do it, man. Do it.
16. Oh.
Is that 15 with my 1d6? Damn, it is.
Disappointing. Damn.
Mega Mart.
Disappointing.
Didn't even hit a 30. Fuck. I
Yeah.
should really walk out. Dude. I should just walk out, man.
You really need to get expertise in Arcana.
Yeah, I'll just buy it, you know? 50 gold.
Yeah, you can't
Go to
because
the store.
White took that beat.
No, it's fine.
Don't
Proceed
worry, I'm
to
gonna take
casting.
Prodigy next.
The DC equals. Alright. In that case, the only one who knows what spell this is
Oh,
still
what?
cast.
It's above level 6?
I
No.
figured. Oh, wait, what?
That's
An
not how the
Arcana
thing
check.
works.
Oh,
Yeah, an Arcana check is DC 15
I-
plus spell level.
oh,
I mean,
oh.
I'm pretty sure I know what this is. Victoria has no clue.
Well, oh yeah, I am privy to this information.
Actually,
Master
double checking
Tokaz
right now.
treats me so well.
Master Tokaz, please stop. Spellcasting handout.
I mean, yeah, it's,
Okay, no. Basic rules. Yeah, it's 15 plus spell level. Alright, yep.
it's fine.
It is indeed fine.
I already know what it is.
Mhm.
Oh, baby. Hit me with the knowledge. So now then I can cast it as well, right?
Force.
Just take 6 levels of exhaustion easy.
Tokaz, as you make your check, you realize that this spell reminds you of something that you've come across in your more religiously geared exploits
Ah, yes.
and studies. Not to, actually follow any religion, just to, have a casual observing of religion and its many
understanding
rites
your
and
spite,
practices. Yes, understand the enemy or something.
Yeah, so something like that. Yeah, vaguely something similar to that.
You see Lawrence squint when he hears, know your enemy in religion.
Man, good thing I'm
That
not
is the
religious.
moment that you actually perceive further beyond just tiny feathers.
Finally.
You see, outlined, ever so lightly, spectral people. Vengeful angels carrying spears made of white flames in their hands. And you know that this is the 3rd tier magic spell, Spiritual Guardians.
No!
Yeah,
I knew it.
I'm
Indeed.
confused slightly, but also understandable, but also confused. I don't know if I should speak at all because this man hasn't maybe seen us yet. Whispering is within. Oh, man, but he's blind. He must have good hearing.
You awful presumptuous.
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
I'm a
generally,
genius, you see.
yeah, generally speaking, if you lose one of your senses, the other ones compensate. But then again, if he has some way, like with Witch Sight or that advanced witchsight feat to see, then maybe his hearing isn't that great. But that would also maybe mean that he's already actually seen us. So, you know.
Well,
Like a
regardless
mole
of
man.
if he's seen us or not, Lawrence will give you guys the Bravo 6 going light, and is gonna make his way over towards him. If Foundry wouldn't freeze, damn.
Tokus
Do you
will
need me
like
to move you?
move to it'll move in between Zarius and
Oh wow, my Foundry.
Sorry, it's like I
got
want to go
everything
into
on
the
my-
never mind. He'll move in between the two, knowing that they usually are the both that get up close range and whisper. That's a warning spell. Those glistening figures in the air, they'll attack you if you get even close a step forward.
Can you make me a stealth check, two guys?
100%.
Okay.
100%.
Alright.
Yeah, I can't move myself. I'm gonna try reloading Foundry.
Where would you like me to move you?
If you could just move me to a place where I could look up at him and he could look down at me, in
Any
the open.
place. Oh, in the open,
Yeah, okay,
alright.
just somewhere
Oh,
in the
alright.
open. I'd like to be within 30 feet of wherever my allies decide to hide while I try to talk this priest down from the high ledge.
Your allies are not actually hidden. Like, they're literally just standing in the open
Well,
against the wall.
Hey, Amber, I'll have you know, I look like a rock.
They're
All-
doing their best.
I'll
I'm a rock gnome, so genetically it look like a rock.
I'll have you know, I am black of color, and as long as it's dark, I will mix in.
You shouldn't say
I am
that.
wearing
You shouldn't
all
say
white,
that out loud.
and I'm white.
By name and by light.
Are
Yes.
now white? Yes, I am.
Yes.
Imagine having a really strong lantern and then you're dressed all in white, so the light reflects off your clothes and you look like a fucking radioactive nuclear reactor.
Just get highly reflective, like, clothing and then walk around with a big old light source while you have, like, I don't know, sunglasses on or something.
Damn.
Just be like,
Bzzz. I didn't hear you being removed from existence.
oh yeah, okay, things are loading. That's fine.
Don't worry about
Fine
it too
position.
much.
But yeah, as Toka says this, Vishori will silently nod. An understanding nod.
Sarius will also nod and then whisper to himself like, shit. Like, when he looks around, if he still has the bow that he was given.
I mean,
The guy
Victoria
hearing
hasn't-
Zarius whispering shit, like, what?
Sarius does find the bow that he was given and grabs it. Which means I have to remove my shield. Oh no. Guess I'll do that.
Lawrence.
That is me. I'm Lawrence. I woke up with Shelly.
Oh, okay. Shelly's behind you.
Yeah.
Alright.
I have my
What
big
fucking
old
familiar is
lantern.
everyone carrying here in this place?
Probably
I have
honest.
Radigan in my backpack.
Polarianus is like stropping down, like his proud strut that really isn't proud because he can't strut because he's crippled. But he's doing his best.
It's crippled by choice. Okay.
Is it the only creatures that are with you guys?
Yeah, no, Victoria
I
did
mean,
not.
I have my familiars
there
in my
is-
pockets.
Yeah, there is the moth, I suppose, which is flying around and about a bit away from our location.
I did not.
Trailing.
I should like to know that. Like, just
Yeah, I mean, it has my stuff. Didn't we talk about this already?
no, we did not.
Okay, well,
I'm going to just disregard the conversation for now and not worry about it.
Yeah, that's fine. There is also the stealing moth hanging around.
Yes, I did not bring gear.
Orange.
Otherwise, I would have said something.
Thank you. Lauren, please take it away again.
Yes, Lawrence will. Stepping out into the light, he kind of, as if he's kind of almost altering his aura or his way of being. He kind of stands up a bit straighter, and holds his lantern out, and he puts on a presence of almost like of open, of non-hostility, of the almost like that naive clergyman type of look, but also with like a strong sense of purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And holding the light up to the fluttering spirits that kind of filter around him, Lawrence will call out. I don't actually have this guy's name written down in my notes.
Is Ardos. Thane.
Artist Thane.
Mhm.
All right. Artist Thane, I'd presume, Lawrence says, kind of just calling up to the calling up to him.
Lawrence, the feathers stop fluttering. They hang perfectly still in the air as Ardos turns around towards you. And while his eyes are sightless, they are locked onto you.
And Lawrence's eyes, who are sightful, are locked onto his.
What is it that
Lawrence
you
will
seek
tilt his
here?
head. I seek to find some answers, much like you, I would imagine.
I am not here to seek answers. I am here to put an end to this.
What exactly is this, Artis? If you
His
might
nose scrunches up.
indulge me.
The shadow steel is the seed of darkness, of wretched evil.
I see. And you...
And I have foreseen the
Which-
end that it will bring upon this world.
I see, Artis, how did you foresee such an end? For I too have seen visions of the end to come.
Turns away from you. The
Might
visions
you
came to
indulge
me
me?
in my dreams.
Never believe what you see in your dreams.
Amber, can I make a insight check to kind of like, I don't know, feel out his demeanor, or kind of like see how much confidence he has in that
Sure.
kind of statement? Is it the kind of thing where it's like, yeah, it happened in my dreams, or like I saw it happen pretty much, or it was just like it was kind of just like a bunch of colors and things, and I've interpreted a specific way. Shit. Hey Amber, we share a share a lifestyle,
Or Lawrence,
right?
but like you're not. This is not a lie. Like you're not trying to suss out a lie, are
no.
you? Lawrence, you see before you a man resigned to a fate.
I imagine that fate is
Oh god,
No.
HH's combat! Reroll initiative!
Ah!
Misinput! It was a misinput!
Huh? Anyway, that doesn't hit his AC
Misfire.
anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah, I knew that. Don't worry about it. I know the stat block.
I cast shield.
Wait. You priest?
Nani. The priest cast shield. Wait a second.
Nani?
Wait
Hold
a
up.
minute.
Hold on a moment.
Is this shield also of shadow? Because then I'm starting to doubt his priesthood even more.
Yeah, he's also got like some black dragon scales coming up his neck.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
patron got kind of tired of your pull and push, so it's just went somewhere else.
Yeah, I mean, good.
I suppose me indulging you is the least I can do. I apologize, child. You needn't have fallen here today.
Oh no.
Simply at the wrong place. At the wrong time.
Hold on a moment, Aldous. I don't think you understand perhaps why I'm here. I'm just trying to understand your point of view. I want to learn kind of why you're doing this a bit more than beyond you saw a vision in a dream and decided to end yourself trying to destroy this spire. Now, destroying a simple, small one, no bigger than yourself, is an impressive feat, and I'm amazed you were able to do so. But
Of course I am able to do so. Only I am able to do so, and only I will put an end to the Shadow Steel forever.
and why is that, Aldous? Why is it only you that can do such a thing?
I have dedicated my entire life to studying these tomes and journals and the rituals required to kill the Shadow Steel.
I see. And are you aware of the theory believed by many of the scholars that reside within this mountain, who, should you attempt to destroy that spire, will kill in the process? The theory that the Shadow Steel is, in fact, dormant, sleeping. It isn't alive, per se, but isn't dead either.
He interjects when you say those who you will kill in the process. He says, "We all have our sacrifices to make."
Once you have resigned yourself to senseless death, perhaps.
The senseless death
Tell me.
that this spire will bring upon this world extends far, far wider than the reaches of this wretched mountain.
Then tell me this, Aldous. If you desire such a greater good, then why not spare life when you had the chance? We saw you destroy that spire back at the Enclave. Why not tell anyone? Why not have a conversation there? Why not attempt to get people to some safety before doing such a thing? Every life
Why
is
is
precious.
it that you think? Why is it that you think these people are here? Why is it you think that these monsters are here?
What's the difference between monsters and people?
I think you will come to find that those differences are far smaller than you initially foresaw. Humans and monsters and beasts are slaves to their base desires. This mountain has such a hold on them, even if I had told them beforehand. They would have died to preserve it.
See, that's such a vast generalization. But I can understand you. I understand the perhaps way you're thinking. My thinking was not too different at a certain point as well. But Ardovan, you don't need to do this. At the end of the day, one man won't be able to destroy the spire here.
I don't require your belief. Nameless priest.
It is Lawrence. You could call me a herald of a time that will one day come, a light that will one day blossom upon this world. Because like you, I too desire that light to shine. Like the ancestors of old. Ancestors I believe you are quite familiar with. That once stormed this mountain.
My ancestors sacrificed everything to destroy those who sought to rouse Shadow Steel.
And now it sleeps here, dormant and unwaking.
It does not lie dormant. I can
You
hear its
believe it will
call this very
awaken?
moment.
Perhaps, Alderman, if there's nothing that I can do to convince you, can you help me understand? I do not hear this call when I listen. I do not.
And count yourself lucky.
Alderman, are you saying that you hear the
His
spire
name is
calling
Ardis.
to you?
Ardolfin is the elf that lives in the
Sorry, I'm getting it. Ooh, my
It's alright.
names mixed up.
Uh-huh.
Aldous, are you telling me that you had a prophetic dream of unknown origin that caused you to come to this mountain and try to destroy this shadow steel spire when, in fact, you might be self-fulfilling this own prophecy? Have you considered the fact that you might be being manipulated by this entity
No,
that have reached out
scrunches up once more.
to you and it called you here to try to destroy it? When really, the Shadow Steel simply needs a knife in its arm to awaken from its slumber.
What would you know about it?
Well,
I have sank decades of my life into this journey.
I understand. You feel it is justified.
No, I
That
feel as though you are trying to deceive me. Who is to say that you are not sent by the Shadow Steel in this very moment to stop me from going on with my purpose?
the Shadow Steel didn't send me. I can prove it to you, should
That's what
you
someone
so desire.
I should not desire so.
And tell me, how can you prove to me then the
I have
Shadow
nothing
Steel
to
is not
prove to you.
manipulating you? You have nothing to prove, so you refuse to prove yourself.
In this you are
Demand I
correct.
prove myself.
I demand nothing of you. I have indulged you, as you so call it. Hope to bestow some sense of peace upon you in these last moments that we share within this world together.
I don't intend to die anytime soon. And I don't think you should endeavor to do so either. I think you should step away from the spire. And I think that we should both sit down and have a bit more of a conversation. I think
I shall not.
because of the time you've invested into this, because of the dream you saw,
Because I know what is right.
then if it is right, convince me. I too have found a prophetic vision of the future that I intend to stop. I too have been gifted a strength of light. Lawrence will make a show of like some kind of like priestly spellcasting in a non-hostile way. I guess thaumaturgy or something to manifest some kind of like effect. But like not like, hey yo, check out this fireball.
You want to begin spell casting in front of him.
I want to show him that I am, you know, what's the word? I am something of a cleric myself.
You sure you want to cast and do any verbal components in front of this man? Like,
Fine, I will not do anything. I will simply stand there and tell him to listen to me.
I have seen the arrival of the fourth moon upon this world.
The fourth moon.
I have seen its arms extend down into the earth and suck the life out of the soil and the people, and its tendrils pierce mountains and cities. I have seen the trees upon which humans and beasts and monsters alike are spiked.
so that's what the tree was.
I see. That must have been very painful.
It's not painful. I know what my plight is. I knew it from the moment I saw it.
And what is your plight?
I will
What
give my
ails you?
life to end the blight of Shadow Steel upon this world.
How does the arrival of the fourth moon and its reaching down onto the earth and sucking it dry and spiking of all that live have to do with the Shadow Steel? How did you link A and B?
The Shadow Steel is nothing. A fragment. But it calls out to something far, far beyond our vision, beyond the moons and the suns. And for as long as it calls, it approaches. The black
I'm
stone.
gonna I'm gonna ask Castor if he knows anything about this or something of this description.
What exactly do you ask?
Um, Castor, this man says that this growing indestructible material that's also somehow alive in some kind of like hive mind like thing is reaching out into the other side, the immaterium, the world beyond worlds, and it's calling something here, something he describes as a fourth moon. Because we only have 3, of course, here. And it's going to bring it here, and then when it will arrive, it will destroy everything.
Mine from beyond the immaterium. If this is so, we are in grave danger, Lawrence. You almost feel something within you retreat in on itself.
Alright, I'm on my own. Got it, Castor.
If you speak the truth, Lawrence, then our problems, our plight, increased twofold.
Twofold. That's we have a lot of plight, Castor. Amber, how long has the Shadow Seal been around? Like a couple hundred years?
Have the exact date noted. No cheat sheets. It is the year 641 when the mountain itself seems to awaken, and shadow steel spires sunder the cavern and mountain around it.
Man. I wonder what this is. I hope it's not Tyranids. That'd be bad.
That's been my fucking conspiracy theory since we got to this damn mountain. And Amber just laughs at me whenever I bring it up.
Damn.
It's the Nids, guys! It's the Nids! All the players going wild over the Nids.
Our characters be like, I have no idea what this means.
What does it mean?
The players be like, ah!
Mm-hmm.
Vomit. You guys have a ticket for Heckna, right?
No, we know.
Oh shit, that's the kind of a problem, my dude.
Shit, we gotta find a way on the clown ride to get out of this
You
fucking
have to find yourself
shitstorm.
another miss token.
Well.
Why don't you find a phoenix feather? I'm sure Alastina can help you get one.
I am sure he's willing to paint one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just call up my girl Nestal, but unfortunately she's exploring fucking Ravenloft. Okay. Shit. That's bad. Caster's fucking crying. I don't know how to
Crying?
convince this guy.
He's not crying. He's just like, ah, yes, of course. All the problems we already had, and now there is more.
Yes, and
You don't like it here.
Caster cries in the background, explains nothing, leaves. God damn it, my guy. I okay. Let's say that the shadow steel here. Let's say it is what you say it is. It is in fact some malignant will that grows and grows over time. Not awake, but not asleep, more like water oozing across a surface. Let's say that it is so, and that it is truly calling out to something truly vile and terrifying out there in the world beyond worlds. If that is so, and you have a chance of potentially destroying it as you are now, would it not be wiser to pull together others like you, to teach them in your ways, and instead of taking the burden alone and risking a small chance of success, increasing your chance of success in its destruction? Why not form a cabal, a circle that can align itself to this purpose? Because surely, if it comes down to a coin toss with just you alone, and on one side you have the outcome of destroying the Shadow Steel Spire, and on the other side you have the outcome of awakening it and expediting its growth across this world and its call out into the great beyond, into the world beyond worlds, into that fourth moon. Are you really willing to take the risk right now? Or can you wait, however long it will take, to all but guarantee this world a perfect victory?
Lawrence, can you make me a persuasion check at disadvantage?
Yes! A disadvantage? Alright. Firstly,
My Lawrence, you don't need to make any persuasion check, for you have your magic friend with you. A tiny Tokus appears on your shoulder, climbs up your neck, whispers in your ear, "Say this and this and that," and then disappears.
damn.
And you roll a 19.
Yay. That is pretty high.
What did it make your total,
Thank you.
Lawrence?
Thank you, Caster from the future.
Wow.
I rolled a 28.
I'll remember
I
that.
have a +9.
Unfortunately, you do not meet the DC 50.
Only 50. Wait, hold on. I have another
And the
potent.
I add the two together using my portent die. My sticky portent die.
You may not like it, but this is what peak divination wizard looks like.
Artists. Oh. That's not it. Artist shakes his head to himself. It would not be right. I've worked my entire life for this. There might not be another chance. I might not get another moment. What if I'm already too late?
Oh.
The church bell ring in the background for Gabe.
Yeah, it's part of my portent. I'm setting the ambience, you see.
God damn it.
Makes sense.
Peak priest on priest communication.
Mm-hmm.
Prove to me that you bear no ill will. That you are not corrupted by the shadow steel yourself. Prove it.
Lawrence. Shit, let's prove this.
Tuckus is intently watching you from behind. Prove it! No!
All right. Lawrence will ooh, shit. I have two ideas.
Didn't think of it.
Okay. I have two ideas. Think of that. That's a real neat idea. However, I got something even stupider. In fact,
Oh.
the stupidest
Oh,
idea.
Oh
And I
no.
think I like it
Don't
better.
make me regret my decision.
Please.
Please, don't make me go into quantum wave mechanics and rewrite history.
I use my Fates card, and everything is different now.
Nice.
Tokas, there's 3 Mind Flayers and an Elder Brain named Karen in the room now.
oh no.
I say, hi, how's it going? I had a worse company before.
Hi there,
they
handsome! Force cage.
They force cage all of us and then choose which one of us doesn't get turned into a mind flayer.
What do you mean? She force cages and then begins squeezing the walls in.
Lawrence will, moving a hand to Shelley, you will say to the good automaton to wait here.
It's almost like the
And-
automaton like tilts his head and makes a "mwah" sound, like a what? But it's like a creak. It's just a creak of like the mechanical components squeaking, but it sounds almost like a gruff, deep what?
Like a squawk.
What? Oh,
No, like a dwarf saying what?
mechanical
I mean, what?
squawk. Dwarfs go what?
What?
It's a dwarf grumble noise.
Your deep
And
mutter.
Lawrence will.
Chaos dwarf moment.
I imagine Lawrence has this this kind of this robe type button thing, and he will kind of like he'll remove the robe to put
Ripping. This
to
is how you're going to.
covertly. Yeah, I'm getting there. Lawrence kind of like takes off the robe, puts it on the ground, and then closes his eyes and will walk open palm towards him, and will step within the spirit guardians on purpose. I've left Crowley and Mara behind. They are in my pockets that were in my robe, which is why I needed to take it off. And I will hold Perony, my holy baby. And Lawrence will speak to himself, probably something along the lines of, I do not fear the light is with me, and in general will have no hostility towards anything of this world.
All right.
Boop.
Here we go, Lawrence.
You drink the thing.
And I will step within the aura's radius, and then immediately take a seat.
Oh boy. How long does this last?
Gets mauled by a bunch of spears.
What? No.
Well, no, nah.
Alright. Lawrence, you immediately feel the resistance as you press yourself into this area. These spirits take shape in front of you. The shape of men and women, of angels with long wings that trail across the ground. Your hands, glowing radiant, grasp at you and attempt to slow you down in your efforts. But you sink down onto the ground. You take 7 radiant damage. Ardisfane looks down at you from the platform that he himself is seated upon, high in the air. Actually, Lawrence, you have to climb on top of another platform to get there.
Yeah, I mean, I jump on a rock or something, and I take a eat on it like a monk.
Lawrence does some parkour shit to get on a 50-foot high rock to get in this circle.
I show
Artist
him no ill will.
stares down upon you. Sure thing. He reaches into the pockets of his robes and begins pulling things out.
What is he pulling out him?
Oh, Amber, by the way, the 28 is actually a 29 because I have my sexy thigh
That he cannot see.
scar on the thing.
He's
Yeah,
bluffing.
Lawrence,
Oh yeah, that's good.
it only works if your thighs are on display. This means that you have to wear hot pants, okay? You
My
can't.
robe is off.
Wait, you're
It
actually
is
in your
on the
underwear.
Ooh.
No,
Are
I'm
you in
in
your
my
undergarments right now?
I'm in a vest and short pants.
Why? Why
I
do you
can't
have
believe this
short
man goes
pants, though?
adventuring in hot pants. I refuse to believe it.
Literally.
Yeah, I
What
refuse.
Pants,
I,
please.
I refuse that Lawrence would actively try and show this scar to people. I
Let's go
refuse.
dungeoneering. There's plenty of like
do
sharp
you
rocks
mean?
and
I
stuff.
showed it
Oh yeah,
to-
let me put on my sweatpants. Give me a second.
Lawrence, you genuinely tell me that you wear short shorts under your robes and not like pants?
Depends how hot it is.
It's fucking freezing cold in this mountain.
Then long pants. It
Here you
is.
go. You're not gonna get plus what? Stop showing this thigh scar to people. It makes them uncomfortable.
Imagine
Well,
someone
Vasily
walking up
liked
to
it.
you. Imagine someone walking up to you, you start talking to him, and they just kind of aggressively like move their leg forward so you can look on their like thigh.
Damn, that thigh scar is very hot.
Thank you.
You can't even see it in those shorts, Kimon, because that's not a thigh.
Well, no,
But yeah, that's it. That's definitely Lawrence's outfit.
Okay, Amber. I'll go into Google right now and search for priest in hot pants. Are you happy?
Thank you.
you
911
first need to find him.
emergency.
Lawrence, he pulls out a stick of incense
Blast him.
and a chain of beads.
I don't like where this is going.
He lights the incense. I'm
Amber,
against casting a spell.
I was about to say, can I make a reaction Arcana to see if he's trying to cast a spell or what kind of spell?
Or you can do that.
I would also like to know.
Let's
will
see.
join.
Oh, it's again only Lawrence who has advantage.
Wait, I will also roll. Is it not a druid spell? Sadly.
You have no idea.
Damn. Let's go.
Yo. It's a spell, guys. It's a spell. I figured it out.
Focus.
Nice.
Darius. He's casting a spell of quite a high tier of magic.
Power
Uh,
kill, I see. Okay.
It's a high tier magic, guys. High tier magic.
Yeah, Tokus looks at the other
Darius
two.
says nervously.
Don't hurt me. I'm just a small
Lawrence.
dragonborn.
With a 21, you just about know. You know that this is the 4th tier magic spell, divination.
Oh.
Isn't that on my spell list as well?
Is not.
It's not.
No, actually, it's just not. It's
Well,
not.
yeah, divination
Yeah,
wizard with
divination
spell divination.
Cannot
Hey,
cast divination. I know
The
it's
only
hilarious.
subclasses that can cast divination, the class only clerics can cast, and only the subclasses divine soul sorcerer, land druid,
yo,
grassland and forest druid, and the
yo,
regular land druid can
fuck.
cast it.
That is
Yeah.
so weird.
I mean,
it's not. It's like it's
I-
like it's
well,
like
like
divination.
Yeah,
it's not
it's-
like divination
no,
in the
yeah,
sense
yeah.
that a wizard does it.
Yeah.
You know, like you're literally talking to a
Disappointment.
god.
Yeah,
Deep disappointment.
you're trying to contact a god directly or one of its servants. But so yeah, that's fair.
Can we now quickly, just for a moment, think about a character that isn't religious or has any connection and just manages to cast a spell, like just like a hotline to a god that they don't
Mhm.
know?
Just
Just
sends
like,
a
"Oh,
phone
boy."
ring to whatever god they want.
Homie,
Yo, buddy,
Hey!
what's gonna
Slanesh.
happen next week? Is it gonna rain?
how's it going?
Hey, Siege, can you tell me if it's gonna rain next
The thing is, in Tasha's, it became an optional spell for the fucking wizard, and I was like,
Oh,
just
I
so
see.
many stupid ideas. Also, aberrant mind sorcerers can cast it, like
week?
only as an optional feature though. But
Yeah,
that's
and the only
life.
answer you get is absolute alien incoherent screeching.
Very based.
Lawrence, you watch as the beads that are on this string burn away and fall to ashes upon the ground. You're gonna take another hit of Spirit Guardians when you're.
That's fine.
This is fine, he says. All right, that's fine.
It's only like melting. What are you talking
I
about?
can I heal myself?
No, can you subtly heal yourself?
I don't know. Do I get to make a wisdom save?
Yeah,
Standing in this aura at all?
you can make a wisdom save, which is presumed that you weren't when you went to sit inside of it. There you go.
Mentally resisting, even though I'm physically not.
Go ahead.
But the damage is still physical. Get stabbed in the gut.
My pain
Just
is
start bleeding out.
physical.
Ow.
Yikes.
Damn. My idea was iconic, but my pain is chronic.
Oh wow.
That's what Lauren says as he gets fucking pelted by angels. Lawrence, you take 11 more radiant damage.
I'm very bloodied.
Indeed.
One more go and Lawrence is just fucking gone.
Vittorio, you
faith, don't
watch
worry.
as spectral angels are digging their claws into Lawrence. And
Thank-
Lawrence simply sits there and takes it.
Should we fight? Is he maybe like mind controlled? Should we like get him out?
I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen him cast any spells or swords.
Yeah. He looks like he's fucking dying, bro.
Guys, you're standing out of the open.
Yeah, I know, but I feel like he would still whisper because he's blind. He can't see me.
Yeah, we are assuming that. You know, there's not many obstacles we can hide behind.
My robe begins like shuffling a bit.
Lawrence, you
My
okay?
familiars, like, poke out.
Sorry, that's a fucking whisper.
Lawrence, you hear him say after these beads are burnt away, and he remains silent for a moment. He says,
What do you do?
very well. Wait, who are you?
Still like a rock.
Identify yourselves, lords. You feel that the angels that were surrounding you were beginning to let up, and now they tighten their grips.
Is that
As you can now evidently see that your party is like right behind you out in the open. Like there's no more hiding at all.
I will attempt to calm the situation down, and I'll put a hand up back to them. And I will just very calmly, despite the pain and the obvious wounds that are digging into me, will say, they are my companions. They helped bring me down here.
Why they cloak themselves in the shadows?
Aren't sure if you were going to be, well, they aren't of as much faith as myself. This is Lawrence
Okay.
wincing a little
Alright.
bit.
I'll write it down. Okay.
Don't worry, future caster.
Nah, future cast will we'll remember that. Future caster now has a grudge book, even though his heritage is not dwarven.
Lawrence, you can feel the crushing grip of spirits that surround you. Not on your flesh. It's almost as though their nails sunk through your flesh and took a hold of something deep within you.
I'm gonna kind of like.
Let up.
Oh, they lit up. Thank God.
They slowly flit away until they are nothing more than feathers surrounding Ardus.
Damn. Yeah, never mind. Tokus will tip his hat a bit, even though he might not see it. Our apologies for concealing ourselves. My name is Stokas Moltentop. I'm a gnome, and as Lawrence here said, we are companions and we travel down here to the World Pillar. We bear no hostilities at all. We were simply worried. There are many dangers around the mountain, and we saw what you did to that black spire, and we weren't sure if you would have done the same to us, so we hid.
He gazes down upon you from his platform.
I am Sarius. Nice to meet you. Also, should we not still be a bit quiet? There is the lizards, in the other room.
Yes, I'm not sure what business they are up to, but there is apparently a communion of wind callers about a few dozen feet southwest. They are partaking in some sort of ritual. I'm not sure if this is part of your ritual?
My ritual indeed.
Sweat. Whew. Okay.
Artist, if I might ask. What question did you ask?
I sought to know the outcome of standing down in this very moment and returning with you. It is by the graces of the light that we are all still standing here in this very moment. But I will return here.
That is true. I understand.
Wait, what?
After all, there is darkness here. And whether today or tomorrow, we will need to be rid of it.
Yeah, but only after all the people are out, right? And the dragon.
I look back at Zarius like I give him the pointed look of, hey, by the way, he's still right next to the spire and he can do it immediately. So maybe you don't wanna say anything right now.
Well, it's true that the plague of the shadow steel and whatever creature hides but behind it still has to be fallen. I suppose if you'd wish so, we could join forces. I feel like Lawrence has already told you that not only him, but I and some other people of our group witnessed prophetic visions of the world that is about to end. We all know, most likely not as much as you know about Shadowsteel, but we had our fair share of visions about the catastrophe.
Fourth moon is a new one to us, though.
Oh, another new end of the world vision.
Lawrence will clear his throat and offer a solemn prayer for the light to be ever merciful on his waning body and soul. And will subtle spell Healing word himself.
Smart, smart.
I also get more healing if I settle spell. Give me the sauce. 7. Nice. And then I get to add a d6 because of my wand. 3.
So from what I get, we're all good now, right?
I believe so. Artis? Thank you for indulging me. And I had no right to question you in the first place. Lawrence will reach a hand up to help the older man down from the big pillar he's on top of.
Lawrence, you watch as before you, the pillar itself, it's almost as though slivers of radiant energy push open like these little cracks in the rock and begin forming steps
Ayo.
shaped like
Yo,
hands that allow him to step down. He does not cast a
mold
spell if he
earth?
does this.
Damn.
Wait, did you say that these form out of the shadow steel?
No, out of the pillar,
Okay.
which is not shadow steel. It
It'd be kind of
is.
weird if the shadow still got murdered by this guy and was also, yeah, take a foothold, my queen,
Yeah, here.
my king.
Here.
Mm,
Here you go, King.
Unless the shadow still wanted to die, then it's like, yeah, you know.
Damn.
Kill
Yeah,
me!
my
It's,
my
No.
other theory of it's like, yeah, you're being manipulated by the Shadow Steel to wake it up, buddy.
It's muffin time!
yo, what?
I want
Just,
to die!
exactly. The shit doesn't want to die.
Alright, I guess we have this sold. Should we head back now? I have already seen enough of this place.
Are the lizard folks just gonna stay there and keep chanting?
So,
There are many perverse things in the mountains, and I think they're just, I guess, performing some sort of communion. I think if we killed them all, to say that wouldn't exactly stop them or any other of the denizens of this mountain doing what they want in this area.
Oh, it was my assumption that the ritual they were partaking in was part of Sir Ordis's ritual, but if that is not the case, then I
We are
suppose
not associated.
great. Then I
I am
suppose
alone.
we can leave them to their own.
very well.
Party, what do you do?
Bring this man back.
yeah, but so the lizards are not connected to him? I thought
No,
they
they're
were.
just doing their own shit, so I guess we just leave them there.
Yeah, I mean.
Look, gentlemen, I think we are forgetting something. And that is we were going to go check out the rune after we stopped this guy from ending the world
Yeah, the magical thing on the forehead of
on the spell.
Forehead!
Forehead moment.
We walk
We're
in
gonna
back.
check out the
Forehead.
forehead rune.
Suddenly, the party goes, now wait a second here. We need to check this ancient cursed magic. Start climbing this enormous skull.
Sorry, bro.
I can't get this thing off of it. He's just gonna have to have an aura for a while. He's gonna be fine. No biggie.
Damn, we all take damage.
Yeah.
Fight
Beep,
starts.
beep, 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 beep.
We actually start fighting him, beating him up.
Amber, how does it look when he's walking? You know.
Yeah.
Yes. He's walking like someone with sight would walk.
He walks as though he can see and
Hmm.
navigate this room.
Very well.
Interesting.
Time to make weird, funny faces very far away and start walking towards him until he turns to you concerned.
Mm-hmm.
Things when you mention the going to see the sigil and the stuff, he will just begin walking towards the skull.
Oh, okay. That's
Um,
awfully compliant of him.
Sir, I have a question.
What is
If
it?
do you know just about the Shadow Steel?
I've studied many things in my time,
Ooh,
but Shadow Steel
This
is
might
what I have
sound
dedicated my life to.
strange to you, perhaps, but have you ever felt it?
I can see every last bit of Shadow Steel with my own two eyes.
No, but have you ever felt it? Like, have you ever felt when you just? Do you remember when you destroyed the pillar and the back when we were around and it kind of exploded?
I remember.
Did you feel the scream of pain that the shadow let out?
Yes, I can hear the call of Shadow Steel.
That's what I wanted to ask. I don't know.
Do not heed it.
You don't think there might be more to it than just an evil entity?
I do not.
I recently learned that most things aren't just good and evil, so
He
Some things
turns to
are
you,
objectively evil, though. Sorry, keep that in mind.
turns to you and says, "An ant shall think an anteater, the worst enemy of its life for tearing down its home and eating its
for him.
brethren. But should an ant have the opportunity to kill an anteater before it can do so, do you think it would?"
I guess you have a point. Just, I
An
just
ant
wanna.
and an anteater are animals following their base instincts.
Yeah, but what if it has more than that?
The
You know,
Shadow Steel has intelligence. To make the conscious choice to tear down this world is morally reprehensible.
I mean, yeah, that is true, but he kind of like looks at him and it's like keeps his mouth shut as he looks at Lawrence.
That's like gives you a shrug. Like most likely, it's probably some kind of demon of some kind, and demons, straight up evil.
Well,
I mean,
demon or not, if it's trying to
yeah,
end the world, it just goes in the list of the other 20,000 evil things that we'll have to face.
yeah. I don't want to keep track
Like
of
demons.
all of them. Sir, do you know of any other prophecies that were gonna end the world? That
I know of
just
no such thing.
well, so imagine the heartache and trouble you've gone through to try and stop this one vision you've seen. Yeah, we've had like it kind of like looks around. It's like five, four.
It's not a
Togus turns
competition, but we
around.
have encountered many.
Are you
No, it's
acquainted with the matter of demons, perhaps? He says as he's like starting to set up a climbing kit.
Artis turns to you, Tokas, with his eyes wide. Why would you speak of such things?
Oh, because one of those world-ending threats is a demon of many things.
I
I'll
have received my call, and I was willing to give my life. If you have received your call, I'm afraid I can do nothing to help you with that.
I suppose that's fair enough. Though, on the other hand, we should, I guess help each other if there's 7 coals going out currently. Starts putting down some nails on this thing. Bing, bing.
Also, what do you know
Wanna
about demons, sir?
Nothing.
Okay, so you don't know anything about, possible entities that like lurking in shadows.
No.
We're not really leaving a good first impression, are we?
I'm sorry. I don't think either of us got on the right foot.
Yeah,
What
not
I am
saying
telling you is that you should not talk about this.
that. Oh, and why so?
You are invoking the very things that you abhor.
But turns to him with a bit of a wide eye.
That
Oh.
might be. That might. Yeah, that might actually make sense.
I'm not sure if it does, but it's useful information. I suppose should keep more quiet about it then.
But I think I get what he means.
Ought you?
He speaks a lot less cryptic than Lawrence, surprisingly.
He does, right? It's a lot more clear.
It's just like looking up at the like shadow steel spike and the like.
Damn,
How is he gonna get up here? And looks back at you guys like,
this priest more.
okay.
No, I didn't say that. I just said he speaks a lot less in like awe and shock.
I think
Yeah, start making my way downtown, walking fast.
You are
Yeah.
once again standing in front of a gargantuan human skull that has 20-foot high black spires piercing its eyes and mouth. It's almost like it is frozen in a silent scream, staring up at the ceiling of the cavern. The ground on which you are standing, Vittorio Tokas, it almost appears as though it has been molten.
Ooh, okay. Interesting.
like a titan fell from the sky and died here.
Hmm.
Well, I
The
suppose.
impact burning up everything around it.
I'm not sure falling from the sky will melt your skull, but perhaps a grandiose fight, someone of this size to die, must have been felled by something of equal size, or perhaps polar about of a greater firepower. I suppose we won't have the chance to ask, unless.
Unless
Things.
it's a creature that is, big and strong and
Remember, this is a skull, right?
pretty warm-hearted dude.
This is a skull, right? Like it's a proper skull.
Yeah.
And it has a mandible. It can speak.
Yes, it has a mandible.
Is it? Could I use this?
Oh no!
Do you actually want to use? Do you want to use this?
I don't know if it's eligible for a speak with dead casting. Yes.
All right, you can
Oh
use
my
speak with
God.
that speak.
Yes, and just be
I
like, "Yo,
did.
dude, who are you?" And he's like,
Dang it. Okay. Tokus has a fucking flash of genius. Hold on a second. This is a skull. Turns around. This is a skull.
That is true, Togus.
Tokus turns around. There's 6 seconds of weaving magical circles in the air. I now comprehend all languages. He looks down at the skull, pulls out something from his pocket, and then, blim! I'll use this cipher on this giant skull.
Wait, you're gonna use the cipher?
Yeah, not the true resurrection one. I mean death speak, which I imagine is a blessing. I guess.
Yeah, it was a boon, blessing.
Yeah, it's a
thing.
blessing. I was gonna say, I
Yeah.
was like, wait, you have a cipher that allows you to do this? I have a magic item that allows me to do this, and we all have a blessing that allows us to do this. And you have a cipher that allows you to do this?
I no
Damn.
longer
Speaking
have
with
that
a
You know,
lot of
blessing.
Brazilians really
Double
like
check if
talking
there's
to dead people.
That blessing is gone for me.
Yeah, you used it to talk with the dragon.
I stuck book with dragon.
Damn, I want to talk with this guy now.
All right, yeah, sure, we can do this.
I did not think about this up until now.
Yeah.
Completely forgot.
I want you to know that the skull is petrified looking, but you know, that's fine. It's no big deal.
petrified looking.
It's fine.
Damn. All right.
Let's do it.
Let's open and speak. Okay.
It's fine.
It's 5 questions, right? Because I don't have to speak with that in front of me.
I believe it is fine. Let's see. I don't remember if Death Speak was. No.
Yeah, speak with that.
Yeah. Okay. That's what it
You can
was.
also speak with undead.
Ah, yes, that was the caveat.
The other
though.
gimmick, yeah.
Yeah. It is.
What if
Yeah,
you use it on?
5.
You're lucky that it's not an undead.
I was about to say, what if you use it on like a lich, which is technically an undead? Can you just ask them whatever question?
The answer is no, because you are unable to ask. You're not able to talk to a creature that is higher than half your proficiency in a fucking lich is like CR 16 or something.
Trying to turn
Unless
it
you
into
have-
a slug.
Absolute CR 32 moment. What do you mean turn him into a slug? What is that even supposed to mean?
Is lower, you know.
You can't. The slug is a
Easy,
beast.
easy. Then you speak with animals, so a druid can actually do this.
Yes.
Just
Yeah,
no. What
yes.
do you
Just-
mean?
and then-
Talk to you.
and then the lich is going.
I will unleash my power upon the world.
Lovely.
Lich still
Yeah.
has his layer actions and fucking dunks you with his fucking drain life.
Lich starts about his profound life of 10
Slug-
millennia ago.
The
while
slug
he's
actually
constantly
explodes because he drains so much life from you that it goes like 50 times over his max HP and he just dies.
It's like the
No,
slug
he
from Adventure
explodes
Time, you
and
know,
turns
the
into like
lich
a
slug.
swarm of slugs, and then it becomes like that image I showed you of the worm that wolfs Amber. Do you remember
Yes.
that?
Yikes.
I'll get a picture of the worm that works.
Yikes. But yeah,
Alright.
Terrovia will
Tokas.
sit down and touch the skull, and the blessing will vroom, and he will whisper in whatever language.
In whatever
Oh.
language.
Yes, I guess in
It doesn't
common.
matter. Does it
Yeah.
matter?
I don't know. That's what I'm assuming. I'm not sure if it matters or not.
Including the languages it knew. Oh damn, let me just let me double check what languages they know.
Oh, yeah, giant, maybe
Mm-hmm,
primordial.
I mean, yeah, I imagine
Mm-hmm.
primordial or giant would make sense.
And which language are you going to speak?
Fuck. I mean, if it's like a old thing, I suppose primordial. I'll try that.
Alright.
Does it matter which language I choose?
Yes, because it only knows the language that it knew in life.
Damn, Radigan, come on. Okay.
Alright, let's go. There's no Radican can't telepathy with the fucking skull. Get
Yeah,
out.
I know.
Let's go. Touch grass. Tokas.
Touch skull. Me.
There is a rumbling in the ground around you as death speak takes hold. Tokas, nothing happens unless you
Oh, the question, right?
unless you begin to speak.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it'll primordial. He'll whisper. Who are you?
Puercos.
What did he
Is
say?
his voice like loud that we can all hear it, or
Voice is booming. It echoes over the entire cavern
no?
and shakes the soil around it. As it does so, the jaw begins to move, its teeth clattering against shadow steel, and you can hear the sound of you can, I think you can feel, everybody can feel in their mouth, you know, like when you try to, when you bite down on like a metal object and you can feel it
Ah.
grinding, like
Ugh.
it's a sound of teeth grinding on metal.
I will.
Damn.
As this happens, I will move with my back towards the skull and looking in the direction we saw the lizard man.
Yeah. That's
Like
fair.
this is loud as shit. This isn't something they can ignore.
It's fine. It's fine.
Like to hide.
Sorry, as you see movement in that direction of lizard folk like slithering around, having a look.
Zaris will literally say, "They're coming."
Turn
I'm
around.
going to hide. Gonna go over here and I'm gonna hide and I'm going to
Lawrence
take a
lies
little.
prone behind the rock.
I'm
I'm not
leaving.
here.
Amber, this is like a
Here's
wall,
my stealth.
right?
I hide.
What?
Is this a wall or a chasm?
I need to double check, but I'm pretty sure it's a. I think it's a chasm.
Oh.
Get your shit.
Time to go the other way of the skull.
Either fight or flight.
I was waiting for Amber to check this.
He's nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we got him.
We got him.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. It's a pit.
Okay, that's not a lot to hide behind.
You can hide behind the skull, you know. It's massive.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's
Oh, I'm
true.
wrong actually. It's like a little raised thing,
Oh.
but like the spine here is like the tallest part. Like there's a picture. It's in the picture of the that I've sent you guys of this exact area.
Let's find it.
Scrolling
Oh,
through
found it.
media dumb.
Oh, there you go. You can see it. It's like a crest
Oh,
sort of
okay.
thing.
Well,
Yeah,
I guess I will stick to the little low part here then, and
Yeah, I'll come down with the Victoria as well.
yeah, I'll stick to this part, and I guess try and hide with my cloak. I will look at the priest. Not that
Yes.
priest. Not that priest that's over by the rock. The other priest.
He's laying down behind a fucking rock. He's like Lawrence. This just disappeared behind a rock that he perfectly fits behind.
Yeah.
I'm nice and snug.
I'll look at Ardus and like, looks like there will be company. So if you don't mind, would you come over here?
I think I do mind.
This man be like, I do not fear death. I fear
Get into my
incompetence."
cloak right now.
He and everyone else can like hear an audible neck crack. That's that.
You killed the fucking priest. No.
What's even worse is that this guy can cast 4th tier magic casually, so you can't just grab him like you can Lawrence.
And he's like, the lizard folk are presumably going to attack us on sight. If not, then that's great. Can you get over here in cover of the wall?
This man be like, no.
To what reason?
So that we may not engage hostilities with them. I didn't.
Why would I
expect this
engage hostilities with them? They have done nothing upon me when I entered this place.
Oh, did they see you? Perhaps.
I have seen them.
And I suppose you were extremely presumption about the stereotypes that we have developed about this race. Were you able to communicate with them? Have you tried?
I have not.
Chokas, are you
mission.
talking to the giant skull?
No, he's talking to the priest. Alright, well, I suppose we could try and talk to them. It'd be a lot nicer than, you see, just casually finding each other.
Tokas, your spell is still running and it will run out.
Yes,
Oh,
10,
shit.
Yeah,
10
you need to
minutes.
ask him.
Yeah,
There's
that's why
10
I was
minutes.
telling
Yeah.
you.
If Artus is, yes, it seems like he's not gonna come over here.
He's not going
Yeah,
to.
no, okay, that's fine, that's great. Victoria will just tell him, he's like, right, well, if hostilities is what we get, then we'll have to deal with that then, since you are so fine with standing where you're standing.
Right. Took his turn on the skeleton. It's like, oh, alright. Look at the thing.
Victoria, the artist looks at you and he says, I tread the path of righteousness, though it be paved with glass.
Ugh.
Uh-huh.
Damn,
Damn,
Lawrence looks at him as he stands in the shadow of the Valley of Death and he fears no evil.
Victoria just does the, what's that meme? The my work is done here, and then, he leaves with the cloak from Sailor Moon. He does that, but with the rock.
Okay.
Rolls over,
Take
disappears.
a rock with you.
Literally.
Oh, you're like a bug. You know when you flip a big rock
Oh.
over and there's a bunch of bugs underneath it?
Oh, Vittorio's the bug!
Please,
It's literally the scene from Lord of the Rings when Sam but it's like the scene is like reversed. Someone just like played it back in reverse. They just go back under the cloak and disappear.
Damn.
All right.
Yeah, Togus will look at the skull and say, Verkos, tell me about your kin. Or if you want it as a question, what can you tell me about your kin?
POV, this is Titan Rex.
Kick.
The lower jaw begins to move again, sending rumblings throughout the cavern. My kin.
Oh, no.
You okay?
No, you just inhale some void juice. It's dying.
That's considered like, worrisome. Let's see. My kin. Descendants of primordial giants and caretakers. We rule this mountain. You can hear the sound of teeth cracking as they repeatedly slam into shadow steel.
Damn.
Very sad.
Things. Oh, we rule present. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, that's alright. Then Togus asks, Verkos, how did you die? Or how did you fall?
Various words about this. Where did they go? We had drawn upon our magical prowess to open the rift. And then there was nothing.
A bit sus, if you ask me. Tokus will ask, Verkos, what is the rift? I think I know the answer to that already.
Mm-hmm.
I think now we know how the Black Steel came to be.
We're searching for the means to pierce the veil between planes. To reach the other layers of the universe. Find our ancestral home.
Oh,
These guys are elves.
yeah,
That's how
giant
cool they
fucking
were
elves.
back in the day.
There
Yeah,
is
man.
That's
splintering and pieces of petrified teeth are flying
Oh, well then.
into the room as they shatter upon the shadow steel time and time again, splintering, and cracks begin to form along the mandible.
Damn, I'm sorry, Verkos. Should have given you some more dental hygiene before that. Last question. Oof, it's a tough one now. It's many fucking options. Okay. We can do it. Tokus looks at the giant skull and he asks, Verkos, one last question before your soul can rest once more. What is the meaning of the symbol engraved on your head?
Blessed be the day. Oh no, this is not the one. It is in fact this one. It is a powerful rune that allows us to channel our power and push it beyond our natural capabilities.
Okay, that's better than I thought. I'm glad it wasn't a Ferris match. It's like, okay. And yeah, that was 5 questions. I don't know if there's more or less.
Skull keeps talking though.
I mean, I hope. I wouldn't mind.
Good.
There
Sir.
is a resounding crack, as though the earth itself splits open, as the two halves of the mandible split down the middle. Antoios, I need you to make a deck save as they fall to either side.
Hey, yo, hold on. Alright, deck save.
The skull goes once again inert.
Can Amber? Could. Oh, well, I guess that might be too much for a reaction.
No.
Yeah.
I think I'll try again. Hold on a moment. Can't roll worse than that.
I can't believe you tempted fate.
I haven't.
Okay, good.
Fate is within my grasp.
Okay. You jump aside and manage to not get yourself crushed by a gargantuan slab of rock.
Yeah, I remember damage you take from a falling tree. I remember that.
Mm-hmm. As you should.
I'm not ready to take 10d10 bludgeoning damage yet. Yeah, the fucking tumbles to the side.
Reveals the shadow steel spire that now lies beneath a skull without a mandible, and a huge pit that opens up in the mouth of the skull.
A pit.
Correct.
Wait.
There's a hole.
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel. Oh, that's a shit. It gets my blood flowing.
Pit is lined in webbing.
No.
That gets my blood less flowing. But you know, if people don't really go there to dust it off every now and then, it's understandable.
Uh-huh. I think this is a good moment to take like a 5-minute break because I need a drink.
Secret tunnel break. Understandable.
That's alright, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, let's
100%
say 8-minute break, then we're back at 20 to 10.
That's a very strange number, but yeah, sure. We'll do that 8-minute break. I'll be right back.
Mhm. Give me a second. Give me but 1 second. And there we go. And yes, we will be right. Well, yes, we will be back in about 8 minutes or so. We are back.
Hello.
All right. Welcome
Hello,
back.
hello, hello.
Before the break, the party managed to talk Ardus Fane down from destroying this entire mountain. And then they proceeded to visit this skull and cast Speak with Dead upon the largest skull that they have ever witnessed in their lives. And yeah, that's kind of where we are now. Just after casting Speak with Dead and the skull breaking, they discovered that there is a tunnel within its mouth.
Secret tunnel. Focus looks perplexed, but pleased.
Is that a? I'm gonna. Amber? Can I make a perception check to see if the lizards have approached at any closer distance?
Am I allowed?
You see them?
I,
Zarius?
I do not, but I don't know if they're outside of my sight range at least.
Yeah, they are. Otherwise you would see them.
We can make a listen check, I presume.
Yeah, you can make a try. You could try.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, I will try to listen.
Well, I'm.
Nope.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm also allowed to make one.
Sure.
Up. That's mediocre.
Neither of you here, any other people here?
Oh boy.
So are we gonna go in or?
Focus
I
looks
mean,
down the
looks-
tunnel. Well, this might lead somewhere related to this guy. I think it might be important.
I pointed at the priest. We have a priest.
I look at the priest. I have
Well,
reason
looks
to
at you.
believe, not that priest, the other priest.
Other priest.
Looks at the other, the new priest. I have reason to believe the arrival of Shadow Steel into Blackclaw might be related to these giants. They might have opened a doorway into the different veil and let them in. So, if there's any information about them down into this tunnel, it might help you out with your quest as well.
He raises an eyebrow.
I raise 2 eyebrows.
I see no such connection.
Well, that's the point of connections. You don't see them in front of you. The point is speculating until you get it right. Tux will look down in the tunnel. Amber, do these look like a more than normal sized webs? Like they were laid by some fake
Yeah, they're not
spiders?
tiny. They're not your tiny house spider webs. No.
They are pretty big webs. All right. Do they look like
Yeah.
venom crawler webs?
You can make me intelligence animal handling check.
I shall, with all my intelligence prowess and my +1
Am
in
I
animal handling.
allowed to assist?
Sure.
Very well.
Objection, assist. That's in fact a 25 and not a 21.
Very nice.
They are
For
not
I am-
venom crawler nests, but what they are, you have no idea.
Damn. Where is my bend of reality? I rolled a nat 20. No. Yeah, Douglas looks down. Might be passageways for some large spiders. I could send Rattig in for a second. Maybe you can see if there's a chamber down there.
I'm gonna basically urge once I move here, can I urge the priest to come stay behind me? I know this man's probably more powerful than me, but I'm not gonna
He doesn't care. Like, he's not going to go anywhere. He's just standing there waiting for you to be done with this.
Ah. If we go in, may we request that you go back home to like there his assistant was back, right?
Yeah, Kava
Mhm.
is back at home and she's
Yeah.
healed.
May we ask you to go back to your assistant? I think she's worried for you.
Ah, right. Kava, the acolyte. We managed to save her from a few injuries. She should be still at our enclave. You know, the place where you exploded the spire.
Yes.
Oh boy.
What? What did you say?
I said, oh boy. He said, very well, he says.
And then he says, oh
I
boy.
just,
No, I say, oh boy. I will
I,
see you at the Enclave.
I just kind of look between Zarius and Tokas and this man, and like, and why exactly are we sending the artist here back alone?
Well, first of all, he came here alone, and I'm pretty confident he can get back out alone. And second up, I doubt he wants to go with us into the hole with spider webs.
I will not. I will see
Sorry.
you at the Enclave.
Zarius kind of just like points at him, like, yeah, see?
Uh,
Period at which my divination stretches out is a 10-day. Do not have me waiting longer.
Wow.
Good to know.
Should not take 4 times the amount of time we took to travel here. Actually, should take less than half of that.
Tokus, you don't know how deep this thing goes. We will
I don't
meet
know.
you in a 10-day. Yes.
Blinks.
Yeah. He kind of looks at everyone's like, do you agree?
Yes, I suppose if Sir Ardis wishes to
Yes, we
go
do.
back to Enclave alone.
Bajor just looks at everyone with an expression he doesn't usually have, which is basically him being dumbfounded by something. And he's like, you know what?
You're wondering why we are gonna go down this hole in the first place?
No. I
It
am
might-
wondering
Why
why.
are we making this man go back even though he exploded a spire of Shadow Steel in the middle of a town and inflicted wounds upon people and property damage? It might be effectively a problem if I think about it again. But look turns back to Ardis. Is your acolyte a person you hold dear? Is there any emotional attachment between you two?
What is that supposed to mean?
It's a very
Oh.
strange question.
Well, I'm asking because we saw the both of you come to the conclave together, but you left her there. So I'm wondering if you wish to reunite with her.
I should like to be reunited with her.
Right, this is a bit of a pickle then.
There is no pickle.
Why? What's
I will
the-
take my leave
what is-
now.
what's the
If
problem?
that is the case, I suppose I will accompany Artis here on the way back.
I do not require accompaniment.
I'm sure
I
you
will
don't.
see you there.
I'm like, Vittorio, like, he got here by himself, too. Why can't he
I
go
see.
by himself?
Victorio,
You're
artist reaches out for the Shadow Steel Spire in front of you.
Oh shit! Walk away.
For this one?
Yeah.
Okay. What would Victoria's reaction be to this?
No, but I'd like to know now because this is a split-second decision.
Okay. His split-second decision is then to, I guess, maneuver behind Ardis.
Okay.
And if yeah, maneuver behind Ardis, that's the split-second decision, and then we'll see what happens after that. Oh, there's a wall there apparently.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Yeah, spike counts as a wall.
Yeah, he's even reaching out for you. He's like, yeah, jumps behind and is in the midst of saying that, is in the midst of saying or uttering this exact reason.
Okay. Artist lays his hand upon the shadow steel spire, and it disappears.
Did he just
Did he just
teleport?
cast fucking spire
Terrovia
strike?
plants, but it's spire. Yeah.
He steps into the spire and zoop.
Tokus looks dumbfounded, but like the most dumbfounded he has ever looked.
Amber, you see, he steps inside. Oh,
Yep, he's gone.
Victoria is like, and this is the entire fucking reason why he shouldn't be allowed to go back alone. What the fuck is wrong with you guys?
If
Tokus looks back at Vittoria. Oh, you want to follow him through it?
Oh no.
Victoria, like, what is the other option here? Us coming with him and then having to execute him in town? If he keeps doing this shit in the town, he'll be attacked. And I don't think he's fucking stupid.
Well,
I-
he looks slightly insane, and the Acolyte has effectively told us that he's about the same level as mad as anyone that's been poisoned by Shadow Steel. Now, looking at this, my concern have just been raised slightly. Vittorio, there is not much we can do if a absolutely crazy priest decides to take a stroll through the Shadow Steel and go back to wherever he wants. Unless you want to
Right.
go through it.
I don't care about that, but mark my words. If we come back and there's more destruction either in our path or back at the Enclave, so fucking help me. Let's get on with this now so we can get back.
There is so much aggression. I mean, we can do it another time. If you feel like the Enclave is in danger, then we have
I
another
don't
priority.
think it matters if he apparently just teleports. Let's go down here, find out what we can, and get on our way.
Fine. Jesus.
All
I mean,
right.
our sheriffs.
It's fucking yeah. All right. Well, then I suppose we have a reason to hurry. Let's hope he doesn't do anything harsh. There shouldn't be more Shadow Steel spies to blow up around the Enclave. And Tokus will start to make his way down the tunnel.
Also, Vittorio, can I say something first?
What?
Okay.
If he was a danger, right? The fuck would we have done with him otherwise? You know, like, it's clear that Lawrence wants to make sure he doesn't die. So if we don't kill him, we like lock him up somewhere forever. It's like
I'm not sure that would work if you can
No,
just touch things and
that's
teleport
the
away.
entire point. Okay.
Okay, you're
Right.
also being very passive aggressive, Zarius. What's going on with you two?
Well, no, I'm more reacting this way because Vittorio reacted this way, so I'm kind of like
My
vibing that energy.
apologies.
Yeah. Imagine thinking about exactly what even Lawrence straight up said to this man, that how does he know he's not being manipulated or under the influence of the Shadow Steel or something else? A man that is clearly mad, been driven insane by something, and thinks he's in the right. No, let's let him wander back alone, where he can maybe suddenly decide to, oh, actually, I should just go back to do the thing I was already doing.
Tokus
That would
literally
suck.
points at the Shadow Steel. You call this letting? There is no letting.
The letting part was the fact that it was suggested he goes back alone. Can we please get
Yeah, just
a
let's
move
go.
on?
All right, let's not waste more time then. If we are on the run. And yeah, Tokus will start to make his way down the tunnel, shoving some of the webbings left and right, or I guess trying to avoid it more than touching it.
Let's just go.
Looking down into the hole in the mouth, there is a pit that's at least 20 feet deep before it goes into a tunnel.
I see. Rope time, I guess.
Great. Yeah, that's
Yeah, we have some rope. We can probably tie it.
also. Let's hurry up as well. Remember, there's still lizards that might want to kill us. Just
Yeah, there's a lot of things that are hurting us up.
yeah, just saying. All right, let's.
Okay, let's go. Rope down. Let's start the exploring this tunnel.
All right. Just put yourself on the Shadow Steel Spire.
I wish, but there's a wall.
Oh, that's true. Here you go.
Oh,
Don't you worry.
can I also teleport now?
Yeah, sure. I'll make you teleport right this instance.
No, stop right. Oh, what? They say don't worry about a thing, and every little thing is gonna be alright. But they didn't talk about the big things. Didn't
Lars,
say
you're going down
things
here?
gonna be alright.
Yeah, I'm joining them. I just can't move.
What
Oh no,
about Valerianus?
Valerianus is going with. I think he's going with. I'm taking him with. So I don't know what he wants, but I'm taking him with.
Wait,
You
what
squish
does
all
he
these
want?
people in here. What he wants doesn't matter.
Wow, so
Well,
He has
kinda
mean.
no
does.
rights.
Well, he does to me.
I don't know if Lawrence is going with, but we'll see. About when
He
he's
has he has rights in my opinion, Amber.
I mean, White's probably doing the handover at work right now, unless he
Yeah.
Yeah, I
told.
know.
Yeah, okay.
There's no biggie.
Okay.
Tokas.
Yeah.
Guys, people.
People? What? I see people.
This place. This
Hmm.
tunnel.
Hold on.
It opens up into something that is very clearly the petrified remains of a
Of
great
what?
titan's spinal column,
Oh
which
my
leads
god.
deep into the stone that surrounds it.
Oh my god. This is
Oh.
fascinating. Yeah, Tokus looks around amazed. I never thought I would end up in the spine of a giant. I don't think many people have in their lives before.
No, probably not.
Ahead of
But
you,
you
there is a
know,
large crack in the wall. And beyond it,
Ooh.
you can see
Uh.
a heart-shaped chamber. Maybe 25 feet across. And there is a huge glyph scribed garnet, which sits atop a petrified podium of flesh, surrounded by a pool of bubbling black liquid.
so I was just kind of like, am I starting a collection now or something? Duh.
I don't know. I think this is not exactly. I mean, what kind of creature has a crystal as a heart?
Can I move
Before
myself?
this, however, no.
No.
Before this, however, before any of this could take place,
The cave spiders attack.
the spiders hidden within this tunnel make themselves known.
Ah, damn fucking spiders.
Going by everyone's passive perception and thus not triggering active perception checks.
Damn it.
Oh.
I see.
I'm gonna be like,
Each
this is the end of my campaign.
spider.
Oh,
Each
single.
spider
No, single spider.
has razor sharp looking. What do you call this? Legs? Yes, razor sharp looking legs, and on its large behind, there is an almost naturally formed glyph, which seems very similar to the glyph that is inscribed upon the skull
What the
above
fuck
you.
does this mean? What the fuck does it mean?
And as you gaze upon this spider, and this spider gazes upon you, its eyes light up red, and the glyph on its back begins to glow in the same red, eerie light.
Cool.
No, it's
And as they
not.
descend upon you,
Like
this is where we will end session for today.
All right, that's concerning. Fucking magical spiders. Okay, all right, it's fine. It's all right.
Yeah, no, this is cool. This is cool. No, it's not. I'm terrified. This is not cool. This is not cool. I'm not
Maybe
okay
it's
with this.
Now, I'm
Okay.
not sure if White is listening to this, but don't mention the spiders. Just ask him if he went down with the tunnel with us.
Yeah, just be like, yo, why did you come?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want to go down the tunnel.
Don't mention anything else.
He's a loot goblin, so.
Yeah, fair enough.
You say that, but every time we went to a secret passage where there was loot, which is once, it was Tokus and me that did
Because
the.
it
Every
was
time, which is
tiny,
once.
dude.
Every single time, guys. It's just so often.
If I had a penny for every time I found a secret tunnel with loot at the end, I'd have 2 pennies, which is not much, but it's weird that it happened twice.
So, this is literally what D&D is about, finding weird loot in a tunnel
Mm-hmm.
full of spiders. Anywho, I think we can turn off the stream for now. We've recorded everything that's to do with session.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be back next
Hey.
week.
Yeah, hopefully at the normal time. But we shall see.
Hopefully, indeed.
Thank you for watching. And yeah, we'll
Doodoo.
see you next week.
You'll see you next
See
week.
you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.